Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho, Tyreek Hill's agent, Drew Rosenhaus,
Drew, that was my agent too.
Said the wide receiver is committed to the Dolphins despite post-game comments. Tyreek reportedly met with Dolphins general manager Chris Greer and head coach Mike McDaniel earlier this week, and Rosenhaus believes his client remains faithful to the club. Excuse me. I think at the end of the day, he's committed to this Dolphins football team. He had an excellent meeting with Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel. I believe that Tyreek is a great asset to the Dolphins, and I think he's the least guy that the people should be worried about this for this organization. They have many more worries. Tyreek Hill is not one of them.
Right.
All I know, look, he mentioned this about the broken wrist and all that. All I know is this. They asked Tyreek to go into game. If we are to believe what Mike McDaniel said, he asked Tyreek to go in the game in the fourth quarter. They said Tyreek said he was unavailable. It was brought to Mike McDaniel. It's not a new injury. Now, he said he had a broke wrist, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. But at the thing, if you started the game with that, you can't leave him high and dry. There was a sound. Wasn't there a sound that Waddle asked Reek, "Are you okay?" And what did Tyreek say?
He was off screen.
Yeah. It ain't a good look, Ocho. There's no different, and I said this before, there's no different than what AB did in that very stadium. There's no different than what Campbell did for the 49ers. And then to exacerbate, to make matters worse, this man changed his profile, put his face on AB, and we're supposed to say like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Come on, Ocho.
No, I mean, listen, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Listen, where there's smoke, there's fire, huh? Always, no matter what Drew Rosenhaus says, no matter, and listen, Cheetah said what he wanted to say. There were frustrations. What led to that, not going back into the game, we would never know the true answer. We'll never know the true answer. Listen, I can sit back, I can sit here and call him and be like, hey, bro, what happened? What really happened? Why didn't you go back into the game? What was wrong? Were you tired of getting cardio? Were you tired of the fact that they weren't able to get to the ball? Are you upset that the season isn't what it should have been for you? Obviously with Tua's injuries early in the season and then not having the adequate time or getting the opportunity needed once he came back to the game to get your numbers where they should be for the type of player that you are. Listen, Reek, if you see this, I mean, it's Cheetah. Justin Jefferson had a good season this year. Jamar Chase had a phenomenal, obviously Triple Crown winner this year. Tyreek is still the best receiver in the NFL. I don't want people to forget that. Unc, I don't want you to forget. Now, I know what we see is what have you done for me lately? Obviously, there are reasons why his season didn't go the way it did this year. There's reasons why. We understand that. But Cheetah is still the most dangerous receiver in today's NFL. I don't want people in the chat to ever forget that because of a down season.
I believe he's the most dangerous, but I believe as far as total receiver, I think Chase and Jefferson has passed him, Ocho.
Right. Listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. But listen, Chase is
scary.
You're
talking about catfish, though, right? You're talking about skinning catfish, right? Okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes,
I want to skin. I don't want Peter to come in here and try to shut us down, Ocho.
Right. Oh, my bad. Hey, but I'm just saying, from an instance of who you don't want to face, who you don't want to touch the ball and have any kind of crease or any kind of angle. Hey, listen, the fat lady might well start singing. That will always be Tyreek. I don't want people to lose sight of how great Tyreek Hill is because of a down season. I don't know what his frustrations were. I would love to.
Is it money? I mean, because I don't know if does he have any more guaranteed money on that contract? That's the thing, Ocho. Because Ocho, you can't complain. You went for the money, and in nobody's mind did they ever think that Tua was better than Mahomes. Now you got the money. You secured your family. Now, if you blitz through 72 million guaranteed, probably made like $90 million over the last 4 years, 100 million over the last 4 years. If you blow through that, hey, I don't know what to tell you, Ocho. But you cannot complain. Oh, I want to win. Really? You left the win over the last 5 years. Who's won more games than the Kansas City Chiefs, Ocho? If it's about winning, man, you know, I ain't used to this. You don't think.
Well, listen, wait a minute now. We have to understand why he left the Chiefs. Now, based on who Tyreek was and what he was bringing to the table, they weren't paying him what he was worth. So I understand why he left to go to the Dolphins. You know, you went to get the money. And not only that, he didn't miss a goddamn beat in any category as a receiver. He didn't miss a beat. Remember what Tyreek Hill did just last year?
1,700 yards.
Not forget. But yeah, the only reason things weren't the same this year is because of the injury to Tua.
Ocho,
you know,
you can't. Ocho.
There's a reason why quarterbacks, when you have a backup, there's a reason why the backup is the backup.
Yeah.
There's a reason
but
why.
You got to be the same no matter what. You got to show up with your hard hat and your lunch pail regardless. Because now it seems like Tyreek's a front runner. When things are going good, he's there. Now, why we didn't hear nothing about no broken wrist all year long? Let me ask you this, Ocho.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Remember, there were a few games where he was on the injury list due to his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he could have gotten surgery, but it was messed up. But he kept playing. He just had it. He had it.
Let me ask you a question. If Tyreek makes the Pro Bowl and he gets 1,400 yards, do we hear anything about this wrist? Yes or no?
No, sir.
So why are we hearing about it now? See, Drew is trying to give him a cop out. That wrist, his leg wasn't broken.
No.
He copped out. Look, Ocho, man, you know how I am, Ocho.
I know how you are. I know how you are. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to make excuses. I appreciate that. I'm just saying he did have a wrist injury. They brought it up a few times earlier in the season. I don't know if he landed wrong or did something. I think he needed surgery, but he opted out of getting surgery and decided just to tape it up very, very heavy and continue playing. That's all.
Well, damn. I mean, it looked like look at the first game he had. That game-winning touchdown that he caught. Remember that? What about them 100-yard games that he had? I couldn't tell. Could you tell his wrist was hurting? Mm-mm. He looked like Cheetah. All I'm saying is, guys, look, we both been there. I've been there. You know, hey, John goes down and, hey, it's tough sledding.
Who was y'all backup? I don't mean it to be disrespectful. Who was y'all backup?
My first 2 years, it was Kubiak. Gary Kubiak, my backup quarterback. Yeah.
Well,
Cool coming to feed you more. Hell, Cool would feed me more than Seven would. Hey, Cool coming that thing and say, hey, Grease, let's go get this money. Okay, let's go get it.
Right.
And then we had Tommy Maddox and Sean Moore. Then we had Hugh Miller.
Tommy Maddox from the Steelers.
Bubby. Yeah. No, Hugh Miller, Hugh was in New England. Bubby was our backup in 98.
Bubby Bristol?
Yeah.
For real? Hey, that's dope, man.
Look, I understand it is tough playing with the backup.
Uh-huh.
It is. It absolutely is. In 2000, I mean, we had Tony Banks was our starter. Trent was our backup. Trent.
Oh, shoot. Tony Banks from the Ravens?
Yeah, he originally went to San Francisco, went to the Rams. He was with the Rams out of Michigan State, second round draft pick. With the Ravens, had a good season. They gave him some money. 2000, he was our starter. Trent, they signed Trent as a free agent to be a backup.
Uh-huh.
Trent came in there. Hey, the thing was, Trent was like, hey, you get open, I'm gonna give you the rock. Well, that's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Hell, I was open a lot of times and they get the rock. You tell me I'm gonna get open, I'm gonna get open. But it is tough, Ocho. But at the end of the day, you got to be professional. No matter what the circumstances are. And look, think about it, Ocho. When you catch for 1,800 yards like Tyreek had last year, there are a lot of mofos out there getting cardio. And when they feeding the ball to Reek. And a whole lot of balls to go around when you let somebody catch that many balls for that many yards. And you got Waddle. Right. So you know the third and the fourth, you out of gas, Ocho. When you got those two, and they going for 200 catches and 3,500 yards, 3,500 yards. Yeah. Ocho, how many balls you think you gonna get?
But obviously you got to remember now, you know, wherever the money at, that's where the ball goes. Come on, man. You know, we paying you a hefty salary, obviously. So the ball is going to be funneled to the money, to the high man, to the high point.
See what you said? And so what's the expectation of you, the high man? You show up to work and be professional all the time. The more you make is the more the guys that they expect you to show up.
Yeah.
That's all.
But not only that, but listen, and you got to remember, what do you expect from the high man? What does the high man expect from you? Well, I expect even if my quarterback goes down and I have the backup, I still expect you to funnel that ball in front of that offense.
I tried to tell you, you the one that talk about, oh man, hey, Huntley. I said, Ocho.
Oh, don't talk about Snoop.
I ain't talking about it, but I'm just saying he'll back. You just said he was a backup for a reason. With the backup coming, you just said that.
I see. Now I didn't say any names. I'm saying specifically across the league, there are 32 teams, and there's a starter. The starter is a starter for a reason.
Sam Darnold was a backup.
Oh, listen, sometimes
I'm just kidding.
Hold on now. Stay with me now. You put a backup in the right circumstance like that, you could put, hey, listen, you could put Mother Teresa on the Vikings with Addison, Naylor, and goddamn Justin Jefferson, and they gonna get it done.
And you still got Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. Oh, you gonna get it done. Now certain circumstances, circumstance matters.
Yes, absolutely. But I just look. I'm not saying that there wasn't anything wrong with Tyreek, but I just believe you must maintain a certain level of professionalism.
Even when things aren't going well.
Fourth quarter, you can't opt out, bro. You got Ocho. There have been a lot of times, Ocho, we getting our eyes beat out. And I'm like, man, why we in here, man? We can't come back. Ain't no 21-point touchdown with 6 minutes to go.
Right.
Ain't no faking no injury. Ain't getting no my hand, my elbow, my shoulder. Ain't none of that. I was out there from the beginning when we were sucking. I'm gonna ride it all the way to the end. We gonna suck all the way through the fourth quarter. We gonna suck together. I can't leave them out there like that. I can't, Ocho. I can't.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. What they decide. What's going to happen with Tyreek. I think Tyreek wants to go. I think Tyreek wants to move.
Yeah,
because you can't depend on. You can't depend. I don't know, but I don't know what he was thinking. Ocho, you have a guy that has an injury history. An injury history.
As a player, you're not thinking about that. Now,
shouldn't you?
You sitting on the outside. You on the outside looking in as a part of the media now and seeing it from a different lens, seeing it from a different perspective. Tyreek is not looking at that. I'm looking at what I was able to do with Tua last year. So what am I doing? I'm expecting to build on what I did last year and continue that same tradition, that momentum going into the following season. And it started off like that, and then it goes down.
The man got injured before you got there. The man was injured before you got there. The man came into the, think about it, Ocho. The man came into the league with a repaired hip. He limped into the NFL. There's a great chance he's going to end up limping out of it. He limped into the season.
You got to say
I'm just saying, Ocho. I'm just being real. Chad, I ain't paying y'all no attention. That's the way we talk. Yeah, we suck. We were sucking as a team. We were terrible. So I don't play y'all. I'll let y'all play them childish games. We suck. I wasn't gonna leave my teammates out there. We started sucking in the first quarter. We gonna suck the second, third. We gonna all be sucking together. That's the end of that.